Welcome to Ploughman's Backyard. My name is Kendra and today we're going to be starting some seeds. This is a great time of year to start your pepper seeds, your onion seeds, and your celery seeds. If you do anything like asparagus or anything like that, or strawberries, it can kind of take a long time to start. It's a good time to start those. Today I'm just going to be planting some more peppers. I did plant some peppers in an earlier video, some banana peppers and jalapeno peppers. So today I've got a couple other ones I'm going to start out, as well as I'm going to start with the celery. Celery is something that's so simple to grow, and mainly because we have more of kind of a damp soil here. Celery does really well, and you can get a lot for it. And we love eating celery in stir fries and soups and things like that. So I'm definitely going to be growing those again. And I've even tried growing celery in the winter sowing. And I have a video on that, and they did fantastic in that. But I'm not winter sowing this year just because it's a little bit late in the season before I got into that. So I'm going to be starting some celery with the paper towel method, which I haven't done before. So I'm just going to trial it out and see how that goes. So the nice thing about doing the paper towel method of seeds is you can see the germination rate, and you're not planting the seeds in pots of soil and not getting a whole lot of growth. So if you do the paper towel method with seeds, you can see which ones germinated and which ones didn't. You don't have to put in pots. And since I'm using older seeds, I'm going to do the paper towel method just because I don't know how viable these seeds are. Anyways, we're going to get into that. We're just going to check out what seeds I have available for peppers first. So these are seeds that I saved actually from the grocery store. These are the shepherd, the sweet red shepherd peppers. And I'm going to see how they do because I love the shepherd peppers. They're one of my favorites. And I love using them in salsas, in my relish recipes, any type of like spaghetti sauces. They're wonderful for that. It's a purple beauty pepper sweet. Never grown those before. I could try that out. Got quite a few different types of pepper here. Paprika, maybe I'll start a couple of those. The Yolo Wonder Red. So the reason why you really want to start your pepper seeds now is because you could start them a bit later and your plants will do just fine, and you will get some peppers on your plants. However, I don't like eating green peppers. They're not my favorite. I like eating, the yellow, the orange, the red. In order to get them to the point where they are still on the plant and go to full maturity and change color, you need to plant them a bit early. So that's why I'm doing that. More banana peppers. Those ones are new. Got a few other things in here like watermelon and cantaloupe. King of the North. These are really old, so I'm just going to try them because if they're no good, I'll just throw the rest out. The Jimmy Nardello peppers are also really good, but I grew them last year and I just want to have some new crop this year, so I won't plant them again this year, but I'll plant them in the following year. I think I'll do a couple of the Purple Beauty peppers from M.I. Gardner. Maybe we'll do some paprika and I can make my own paprika. I'll just do some of the King of the North just because I don't know if these are viable anyway. And maybe a couple of the red because I love red peppers. So we could do the shepherd too. So many peppers to grow. What am I going to do? I don't have to have a whole bunch of all of them. Maybe I will try a couple of the shepherd that I saved from the grocery store just to see how they did. So basically what you need for the paper towel method is you need paper towel, you need a Ziploc bag, something to mark it with, write down what you're growing, and some water. So I think I'll start it with the Purple Beauty pepper. We'll see how this goes. I'll just write that down. Well, now that I have that labeled, just get it opened up. And you don't want your paper towel super damp. I'll just soak a bit of it. It'll absorb up into the rest. So I wrung it out so it's just damp, it's not soaking wet. And all I'm going to do is put the seeds down on paper towel. All right, so I've got just a few seeds here. I actually got these from Angie from Me and You Acres. I think it was last year actually. Looks like there's 7 seeds. I don't need to put them all in here. Maybe I'll just put 3 in. Then basically all we do is we fold that over like that, and then we're just going to put it in our Ziploc bag. And the ones that start sprouting, we'll put in a pot with soil. And the ones that don't, we just discard them. So what the bag does, it keeps the moisture in, but it also creates some humidity. And then basically you're just going to want to put this in an area that's warm, and you can cover it up with a towel just to keep the warmth in, as well as you can put it near light and it'll help it germinate. So that's what we're going to do with those. And then we're just going to continue going on with our next ones. So the next one I'm going to grow is the YOLO Wonder Sweet Red Pepper from M.I. Gardner. Just going to write this and label the bag. I should actually put the date on it. March 5th. That way I know when I started it. YOLO Wonder. And peppers and things can be started as early as mid-February. I just have been a little bit busy, so I haven't gotten to that yet. And also as they grow, you are going to need to have space to put them in the house. So it's one thing I kind of run out of is space once I get all of my tomatoes and everything growing in here. All right, YOLO Wonder. A little bit more strategically than I can. I love buying these little, they're actually coin envelopes. I get them from Staples and they're the perfect size to keep seeds in. Lots of seeds here. So we'll see how these do. See, once you get going, it doesn't take so long. And you can do this with tomatoes, you could do it with cucumbers. You can use this method for just about any seeds in your herbs. And next I'm going to be doing the paprika peppers. So what you can do with these is you can grow them, then dehydrate them, turn them into a powder, and you have made your own paprika. So another reason why you might want to grow so many peppers, you might think, well, that's too many peppers. Each year that you keep your seeds, the germination rate goes down. So it's a good idea if you've had seeds around for a year or 2 or 3 or even longer, test the germination rates. And if they do germinate, plant them, grow them out, and save the seeds from those peppers. Like anything, sometimes you may not necessarily want to have that variety planted this year, but in order to keep your seeds viable and keep going, it's a good idea to always have a backup, so to keep growing them so that you can keep the seed line going in your collection. So next, I'm pretty sure that these are no good, not viable, but I'm going to put them into the paper towel and see if they actually germinate, because I've had these for quite a few years, and these are the King of the North Sweet Red Pepper. So the reason why I picked King of the North, and it's something that I have grown for a while, there's nothing particularly special about it. It's a red pepper, but it says here that this bell pepper is great for short season growers, which is exactly what we are. Also, it's nicely picked when green or red, so it can go either way, and that the plant is productive even in most of northern areas, which is exactly where we are. King of the North is great for the short season growers out there in the northern climates like we are. So that's why I've usually have had these around, but it's not necessarily my favorite pepper, but it is a pepper specifically for our area. And lots of seeds there. But like I said, they didn't germinate last year when I planted them. There's no loss by throwing them in here. The ones that actually work, I'll just have, and then I'll have seeds for the following year from this. So this particular thing is just for my seed savings in particular, not necessarily I'm planting it because I necessarily want to eat it. All right. Now that is it for my peppers. I've got my peppers. Got 5 varieties here going. Plus I've got I did the jalapenos and the banana peppers that I got from Angie at Me and You Acres. Got them started. Next, we're going to try the celery. Like I said, I haven't done this method for the celery before, so we'll see how it turns out. Let's see what celery seeds I have. I know that I grew the Utah tall ones 2 years ago. Let's see if I still have any seeds left. Yep. Utah tall celery seeds from M.I. Gardner. More of them, so that's good. I got enough to grow. I did like them. They turned out really well. And it looks like that's what I have. I guess I'll be growing the Utah tall again. The seeds are so fine. Celery really likes a moist environment. The taste of celery is so different when you grow it as compared to when you get it at the store. One thing about celery, I learned that you need to kind of blanch it because when it's very dark green, it is very bitter. But it is really nice to grow at home, I have to say. 700 seeds in a pack. I know that they don't mind being transplanted because I grew them in the winter sowing jugs, and they transplanted just fine when I put them into the garden a couple years ago. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but they are so little. They're smaller than carrot seeds. They're so little. There's a lot here. Probably about 20. I don't think I need that many, but that's what's there. So that's what we're doing. And there's our celery. Well, there you have it. I've started my first little bits of seeds for this year. We'll see how they turn out. I can't wait for gardening to happen. Right now, I'm looking outside at about 4 feet of snow, wondering if it's actually coming, but I believe it will come. So I hope that you'll stick around for these videos. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because then you can see when we have new videos coming out, and I can keep you updated on how the plants are going, as well as when it comes time to harvest, see what kind of fruits and vegetables we have going on here at Ploughman's backyard. I'm going to be probably going through some more seeds, and I want to share with you some of my favorite seed varieties that I love growing every year. So you're not going to want to miss that. So remember to hit that notification bell, and you definitely will catch the videos as we put them out. I want to thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.